So, brothers, I wanted to play this part of the interview on the Breakfast Club with I don't even know all I Chico Bean. He's been on Wildin' Out 85 South Comedy Tour or whatever. But he's going to have an interaction with Jess Hilarious about I guess she tried to holler at him. And I'm going to point out something that she said that really disturbed me and how women don't really care about other people's life. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
What type of time you was on. You was in
Yep.
Baltimore eating crab cakes, and I already
Right.
know what time it would have been because I might have came to see you in 2007 if I'd have known, what I know now.
But you've been bluffing for years. So
Ain't
you
nobody
became
been
my
bluffing.
nephew. So
Ain't
you
nobody
became-
been bluffing.
You became my
Stop.
nephew, and that's it.
Ain't nobody been bluffing.
Anyway, how's your love
Just-
life?
Ain't nobody been bluffing. Don't
How's
do
your
that.
love
Jeff. How's yours?
I'm good. I'm pregnant and I'm happy now. So what's up?
I mean, I don't understand why you coming at me like that. Like, what
he
is it
supposed to
that you're
holler at
basing?
you?
No,
He
no,
was scared?
no.
He was scared.
He was
What was
scared?
I scared of?
I
Jeff?
don't know.
What was I scared of? Tell me what I was scared of.
Look,
I don't.
well, it wasn't even that he was scared. He just wasn't with it. Look, when I first got to Wildin' Out, I was like, oh my gosh, I like this nigga. He quiet and shit. Like he ain't all over the place. Like, he ain't wildin'.
Pick it up, pick it and kill it. Whatever that shit is.
That wasn't even out when I first got there. That was a later
that was
game.
a later game,
Yeah,
for sure.
so I tried to throw some game on him. But he was like, oh, don't you have a boyfriend? I'm like, who the fuck be worried about that? You know what I mean?
Me.
Like who? Yeah, right.
I come from out the ghetto. Niggas will kill
right.
you about a Jess Hilarious in my hood. You know
I
what I
get
mean?
it, but
Now, the brother asked her if she has a boyfriend. And more than likely he probably knew that she did. But he just wanted to see what she was gonna say. And you have brothers that will kill for their woman. Literally put them to sleep. But the woman doesn't care about that. They don't care about nobody. They are selfish creatures. They only care about themselves. So you heard him. Do you have a boyfriend? And watch how she answers this question.
But
I don't play them
my
games.
boyfriend, he wasn't that type of nigga. So that's the
What
thing.
type of
That's why-
nigga was he?
That's why, yeah. Yeah, I did. That's why I was going that chick. I'm like, okay, now you cool. You know
He
what I'm saying?
quiet, he low.
Right. But he really like funny, like he down to earth. I'm like, all right, cool. So I told him that I broke up with him. I told him that I broke up with my boyfriend.
Did you really do it or you lied?
Then be.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't, did I lie? Yeah. I did. I let like a week.
Now, you heard her. She lied about having a boyfriend. So she would have caused a whole bunch of drama if if the boyfriend would have found out that she was sleeping with this guy. And you have a lot of men that are very protective about their woman. So she would have caused a lot of drama and don't even care because all she want to do is be selfish. She's all about self. She ain't thinking about nobody else but herself. So let's continue.
A week go by and I was like, what's up now? We broke up. I was acting sad and everything. I'm like sad, like, what's up now? He was like, you didn't break up with him. Like, no, you didn't. And I didn't, but I'm like, this nigga gay. Like, how you not?
So you see how she went from she got dissed, she got rejected, and the first thing that she comes up with is is that he's gay. Why? Why did she have to do that? So you try to destroy this man's masculine energy by calling him gay. A lot of women do that, brothers. They love to call brothers gay when they don't get what they want. Or if a brother's not acting the way they want them to act. Because at the end of the day, brothers, these women want control of you. That's all they want. They want to be able to control you. If you don't fit their agenda, then it's a problem. And that's what it was. And keep in mind, brother, she had a man, but yet she's trying to talk to another man. These women will get you killed out here, brother. Let's continue.
You see how fucked up that is? You see that fucked
because
up?
he wasn't
Just
interested, he gotta
because
be
you don't
gay?
want that pussy,
Yeah.
I don't want none. That's
It wasn't
crazy.
even about it, but I
That's
wanted to talk to you.
crazy.
I
That's
wanted to talk to you.
crazy.
I was like, all right, he just gonna be a brother at this point. Cause
Yeah,
this is too
because
much. I'm
you
tired of
gotta
trying.
understand. You know, I gotta be very selective with any woman I deal with because of the perspective that I have and how I live. You're not about to come at me. Not saying that you would have did this, but I know you would have just because I know you who you are. You just that type of person that you gonna flash out, but you're not gonna be the only woman that I'm dealing with.
Damn.
Right, and that's
So
what
I have
he
to be
eventually told
very,
me.
very careful with who I let into the way that I operate. Like I say all the time.
And you know how women are. They're very, very jealous. They want ownership of you. They want ownership of you. So shout out to the brother for being honest or wanting to be honest, because I'm sure that he has other women around him that he's probably messing with. And she wouldn't have liked that. Again, she wanted ownership of him. And it just wasn't, and he wasn't going to allow that, which I'm glad. And a lot of you brothers, y'all got to learn that. Y'all got to understand that these women don't own you at all. They don't own you. And you have to be in control of your life, along with the Most High, as long as the Most High is there. But you got to be in control of your own life, brothers, because these women don't care. They will hop from man to man, and some of them still keep that same man, and he's going to kind of explain that about how women lie better than men. Let's continue.
All the time. I make the outside of my house ugly. Because if you can't get, I'm going to lead with all of the shit that you're going to judge a man on. I'm going to let you know these things about me immediately. So you got a choice to make. But when you can see the type of person that a person is, I'm like, just ain't nobody about to be fighting with you at the Cheesecake Factory because you mad about the fact that I done did something that I told you I was doing. Like, she's the type of motherfucker that's going to act like you ain't never told her that shit. Like, I know what you said, bitch, but I wasn't listening.
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
You know.
It just wouldn't have worked. But don't make it seem like I was scared because I wasn't. I mean,
I want to know how
was a
Just
little
Kick's game.
scared. He was
What
a
is
little
Just how
scared.
does Just Kick game?
And
Man, she offer you crab legs,
and he
Baltimore
like-
shit. You want to go get some crab legs? You want to go get some crab legs and listen to some house music? That's what you want to do? You want to do? I got this special butter I make. I make this special butter. I put a little bit of cream cheese in it so the butter lasts longer.
No,
You want to
I
eat some crab
didn't.
legs? You want? I mean, it wasn't even no real game. She acted like she came up to me and offered me a Michael Kors bag. She ain't come up and do no shit that was that impressive. She was just offering some regular shit. You know what I mean? When
That
she
was it.
came up to me, but you know,
What you say, Jess?
And then he was cool. No, he was yo, and that's the thing. He be talking all smooth and shit, you know. And I'm like,
That's Chico though.
yeah, I know. Yeah, he ain't tried. He don't ever try to do
I
shit.
can't.
Like but I'm just saying. And then by the time I actually really did break up with Chris, this was my ex-boyfriend, the first Chris. By the time I did break up with him,
You got
I had
another Chris?
already
Time out.
it's another Chris, but this one Mexican with locks, and he got a job and he took care of everything, so this is good.
Okay.
And so, by the
Time
time
out. First
I
of all.
really
He's
got-
Mexican and black. She always leave out the
the
and black part.
Mexican with locks. Like, what the fuck type of nigga is this? What is he Mexican with locks? Like, where did you find
No,
this
ain't no
nigga at?
time- right?
Chico
no.
like, is he an
Either
African?
a Jamexican? Like, what the
Can't tell you. I ain't gonna tell
what in
nobody.
the world?
He's the only one out here like that. So I got a unicorn. But look, right by the time I got rid of Chris for real, I had already got to know him.
Right.
Like, and we was cool.
We was super
like,
cool,
man,
like-
and got close. And I was just like,
It
damn.
ain't worth
all
fucking
right.
up, you know what I mean?
Then I had to
'Cause
go
one
back
thing-
and tell everybody, I was like, yo, he not gay. He
I'm
just
not.
didn't want
He
me.
not. Yeah, right.
He just
I'm not.
didn't
I'm
want
fuck-
me, and
but
I wasn't feeling the fact
that
that he will
happens
never settle down with nobody.
all the time.
Nope.
That women all the time. I get
Yeah.
that. It's two things that happen to me all the time because of my perspective. One is you gay. He got to be gay.
Happened to Charlamagne too all the time.
I mean, that's because of Michael Kors bags. But one is he gay, and then the other one I'm always relegated to loneliness. Like, oh, you gonna die alone. You gonna be alone. You gonna who deal with that? And it's crazy because like the fact that unless for me the arrogance of a woman is complete. The ego, the female ego, is way more treacherous than the male ego
Yeah.
because we.
That is a fact. Terrible. You can't tell the woman nothing. Even when she's wrong, she feels that she's not wrong. I don't know what's going on with the woman's ego, but he gets it. He gets it. And I tell you, brother, most of y'all brothers, if the woman's ego is way up there, brothers, y'all might want to just go ahead and not even mess with her, whoever it is, because you're gonna want peace in your life. And most women gonna bring chaos to your life. They have a childlike mentality, brothers. Most of these women out here have a childlike mentality. But let's continue.
because we only get to operate in ego in very slim situations. Outside of that, it's very little that we get to operate egotistically on. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the fact that a woman can tell you what's going to happen in your future based off of the fact that your narrative don't match the one that she has in her mind for you is crazy. You know what I mean? That's like me telling somebody that, oh well, I don't think you should have a blue jacket on, so that means something gonna happen to you, because in my mind, niggas that wear blue jackets get something done to them every day.
Depends what neighborhood they in LA though.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like all of that is, it could be true. That's the reason why I use that analogy, because it's not necessarily that it couldn't happen, but the fact that you immediately think it's going to happen because you see me in a way that you never heard about nobody talk before. And that's the thing about the truth. Every woman that I've encountered, you meet anybody, they say they want a man to keep it 100, but until you run into one, you don't know what that looks like.
Right.
And
Exactly. And most of these women cannot handle the truth. They can't handle it. You might tell a woman that she's gaining weight. She ain't gonna be able to handle that. You might tell a woman, hey, that lipstick doesn't go with your face, or that hair doesn't look good on you. They can't handle that. They cannot handle the truth. So they're good with a lot of these women. They're good with imagination, though. Very good with the imagination and fantasies.
like Jess just said, she ran into me and thought I was gay, because it's like, wait a minute, I can't do it, baby girl. You got this boyfriend,
right?
And I know that if you get to fucking with me, you're not gonna like this nigga the same no more.
Yeah,
small backs can't take rejection.
And he was right. Oh please,
wait a minute,
shut it up.
Like, look, listen, man.
And then another thing that he had said, which I respect, and I could respect it later on, because I mean I was young, we was young, you feel me? But he just always been so sure of himself and who he is and all of that, matured way earlier than a lot of people I know. He was so focused on his daughter. Like, she was younger, like way younger back then. And he was just like, I don't bring people around my daughter. I don't, like, you will never get that. Like, I'm focused on raising my girl right now. You know what I'm saying? So other than him just not wanting to settle down with nobody, he had a mission to be a dad, and he just didn't want the two to bleed. Like, no, and you're not going to be the only female, because I'm not trying to settle.
Well, I'm not gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna go through all of it, but brother, I just want you to just get an understanding of, these women, they try their best to get you killed out here, and some of them don't even realize it until it's too late. That would have been a dangerous situation if he was to mess with her and knowing that she has a boyfriend. And the fact that she tried, and that she tried to that didn't even answer the question. She had a man, but yet she was trying to get with this guy. Brothers, we gotta keep our head on a swivel, brothers. We really do. But that's pretty much it. Just wanted to put that out there. Peace.